word ARV is a Danish word meaning tradition or legacy. And that came about from our ideation and words we wanted to highlight in the very beginning of the process, which was legacy, and that spawned us looking in and knowing that we're in partnership with BoConcept, a Danish company. So we chose the word for legacy in Danish, which was ARV, and found out it meant traditional and then as well as legacy. And so that kind of spawned us to think of a traditional stool and not make some, totally futuristic looking stool, but take a handle on the basics of what a stool meant and expand on that. There's kind of the tradition of, or like the legacy of like the family, was something I think that we tried to highlight. So as you put the three together, it made a nice continuous line. As they work together as a family, they also work individually. As individual pieces grouped together. So when you put two or three of the same height together, it creates a natural flowing line that's not linear, but it actually creates more of a natural wave. And that was intentional, as it creates kind of, shows the unbalanced nature, shows the unbalanced parts of nature. It's not as clear-cut as straight lines at 90 degrees, because that truly doesn't happen. And we wanted to highlight the way that trees are and the way that wood is that it's not always straight, it's not always perfect. But as a group, you can highlight certain features that kind of show and illustrate the fact that things are different and it's changing, but it's also thought through and each feature is important. We came up with the idea of putting an X-brace underneath to support the legs so that it didn't splay out, but you also didn't have this big thick weight on the side when you looked at the stool. The legs are placed in a stance jig that join the X-brace. Then the return and the seat are placed on top, and finally the footrest joins in.